questions. How about you want to know what his name is? Terrence Lynch, age 34, occupation fireman. Yeah.
Just call me fucking Cisco and Eber at this point. Welcome to a very, very, very late night special of Boobs and Booze. And what the fuck did I just go see with my family? Hi, you guys. Um, Welcome to a very early morning special of Boobs and Booze. Um, so my Friday night into Sabado morning consisted of going to go see Jordan Peele's new movie, Nope, which should be turned into Nine or Nay. Listen, y'all, I don't. Okay, I don't. I love movies and I especially love horror and comedy. And horror movies are my favorite genre. And I do like Jordan Peele. He's had some, and he's had some, yay. But I'm sorry. Tonight was the opening of Nope. And he named it perfectly. Nope. Honey, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, as someone that used to write and do comedy, and also, by the way, they were actually at Second City when I used to work there. So those brothers, Key and Peele, are funny. But now we're just talking about Jordan Peele, who is a very mainstream, all eyes on this brother director ever since Get Out. And so this is what happens when you have that hit and that iconic story, and you in Hollywood, it's like he's not pigeonholing himself, which is good. That's one thing I will say. He's not putting, there's so many people who are chasing the get outs after. Like that, what's that one show that's on Amazon that they're trying to anyway, let me stop before I go on a tangent. But I've seen almost every Jordan Peele movie, and within every Jordan Peele movie, it gets less satisfactory because in Hollywood, when you're the big shining star, you always have a bunch of yes men around you. And this is what this movie feels like. Someone, and by the way, all these movies get screened. I'm telling you, this is how bad this movie sucked. It was terrible. But I also want to say, go and see the movie and give that brother his money, but also say that movie sucked and do better. Mm. My cousins, like all four of us, and then my best friend, no, five of us. Excuse me, we had a whole posse. So it was my cousins and one of my cousins and his girlfriend and my best friend, and we all said, "What the fuck did we just watch?" Now, mind you, I like weird shit. I like, there's this really, I was just telling my partner, one of my favorite weird horror movies is this movie called Lair of the White Worm. It came out in the late 80s. Very weird, very abstract. Um, it seemed like he was trying to be abstract, but it just when you don't have a character development and the storyline is just, a and it just feels forced and you're trying too hard, you leave your audience feeling bewildered and like, "Huh?" And even for those who, "Oh, hi, Red Wings. Hi, good morning, good morning." I am just talking about I just got back from the movies, and went to go see Nope. And, here's the thing. I s I think he was trying to be clever, but honey, it didn't work. Here's the thing, if a movie has been sucking for an hour and 50 minutes, you at least wrap that shit up in the last 5 minutes to at least let your audience be like, "Oh, shit. That's what was happening the whole time? Wow. I'm gonna have to see that again." That's how you get your audience. But again, that was the worst fucking movie I've seen in a long time that I spent money on. Well, actually, I didn't spend money on it. My cousin bought me tickets, but I bought a ticket for my best friend, $20. And and I'm not mad about my $20. I'm mad about the 2 hours and 35 minutes I'm not gonna get back from my life. And hey, Ready Red. Um, and why this movie was so fucking bad, and w there's so it's kind of like the Kanye West effect. Yes, there is an effect. Whereas you have so many yes men around you, and they don't tell you that it sucks. They just like, "Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Oh, you're hot. You're hot." You It gets the crowd going, and then they bring it out, and the audience is like, "Mm, we don't like this." Now, mind you, it's not about pleasing every audience member. I am not one of those people. First of all, the movies that I like weird shit, okay? I like things that are off the cuff, and I don't like happy endings. Um, Red Wings, that part, that part. And I mean, I'm sorry, going to the movies is not like when I was a kid or when we were kids in the 90s or the 80s and stuff like that. And hey, behind the bar, hey, um, where it was like 5 to 10 bucks or what have you. $20 and 2 hours and 35 minutes of your time that you'll never get back. This movie fucking sucked. I was just even telling by the way, for those who are just joining us, I just got back and I went to go see the movie Nope, which is Jordan Peele's new movie, and it was a 9? 9. That means no. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And the reason why it wasn't good, it was because of basic elements to developing a story. I'm gonna nerd out a little bit because, again, I talk about how I used to do comedy and even writing, and you don't even have to write comedy or any kind of art form. If you're even writing a sentence or an email, there's character development, meaning when I'm writing to someone, who am I talking to? I am talking to the person that I'm forwarding this communication with, right? That communication in this film, not there. Not dare at all. It was, oh man, that, oh goodness, that movie was. I mean, what I loved tonight was it was a bunch of us family members, my all of us cousins that were together, and we all were like, "What?" And I even went to the bathroom, and I usually try not to go to the bathroom, uh, in the start of a movie, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta go to the bathroom," and they're like, "Rush, rush, rush." I'm like, "Did I miss?" And I was like sitting next to my cousin. I'm like, "Did I miss anything?" She's like, "No." And I'm like, "Okay." And I thought for at least 45 minutes I had missed something until I asked her when I went to the bathroom, "Did I miss any kind of development or anything?" She's like, "No, it's been this way." So, Nope is so here's so it's with, Daniel Coina, brother, let me get his name right. Kiki Palmer is in it, Daniel Kaluuya, I'm saying his name wrong, please forgive me, because fucking, let's see, Nope. Um, oh, there's a lot of Out of This World hit. Oh, it's not that good. Daniel Kaluuya. I'm sorry, Daniel Kaluuya. Oh, and Stephen Yu from one of my favorite shows that I had to stop watching. Oh my god, what was the zombie show that I used to? Walking Dead. Yeah, until he died, I used to watch him. The Asian brother who was hot. I have a crush on him. But anyway, it well, here's the good thing. So I'm reading on Deadline. Jordan Peele's Nope seeing 45 million stateside at the start of the Friday box office, and that's midday. So we're not even talking about late night because most people go to the shows late night and Friday. So, and this is the first time I went to a That's a lie. I've been to a Friday premiere, no, that last year. But this was one that I was kind of excited about. And I love horror movie. Horrors are my favorite genre. And Black people, we can really tell some really great horror stories and horror movies. But this shit right here was a wasn't a nope, it was a neat. Mm-mm. It was not good. I will read I'll just read a review. I want to what I'm seeing through a lot of things is people are loving Kiki Palmer, and the New York Times, the gag is Kiki Palmer is a movie star. Duh. Duh. I mean, when Aquila and the Bee came out, loved her. That was in '05. She was great. Um, Red Wings is gonna get you got some walking. I had a crush on Michonne. Oh, Michonne. Oof. Michonne. Okay, so I like my ladies sometimes, and I like them like Michonne. She gives me a little bit of Grace Jones. I think she's so beautiful. And actually, I watched Walking Dead. I got into it kind of late, like during I want to say during the third season, because one of my friends in Chicago was like, "You need to watch this. You would like this." And I was stuck all the way until season 7, and that's when I'm like, "Okay, we done too much. We done too much." Red Wing says, "My black horror plot. I woke up." That's scary. You know, I've. I'm going to share something with you. So one of my horror stories, short film horror stories I've been writing is a cop zombie horror story of um I'm from the Ozarks originally, so it's going to be taking place in a small town, and it's going to be of someone that is a a black business owner, and the cop that that the sheriff that died, his son comes back, or his son turns up to be the sheriff and what have you. But the soul of his father comes, and his soul gets transferred to everyone in that police department. Ooh, that's scary because that's too real. It's still a work in progress, but or here's another scary movie: black people playing hockey. Black people playing winter sports. Mm. Grace Jones is still delicious with her 70-year-old ass. Oh, this is why the darker you are, the prettier, and the way you age is just like Grace. But yeah, Grace Jones. Mine's was A View to a Kill. Red Wings, A View to a Kill. Mayday. Oof, oof. And by the way, she was engaged, and she put what's his name? Uh, Dolph Lundgren. If it wasn't for Grace Jones, there would be no Dolph Lundgren. So, and they were a power couple. So, hmm hmm anyway, so this movie, Hell No. Um, I was going to read I was going to read well, fuck it. You know what? If you guys want to go see it, go see it. What I'm just going to say is the movie starts out with what I like is they're talking about black ranchers. What I don't like about it is the development of those black ranchers, it goes it goes into Stephen Yo's character, and he is a TV star from 1998, and and this monkey who is kind of reminds me of Bubbles, um, kills people on the whole set. And I'm telling you guys a little bit about the movie. Yeah, I ain't gonna go see it. Oh my god, I don't like it. And the thing is, like, I don't like to I know when movies suck, okay? And if I'm going to a Jordan Peele movie, it's almost like, to me, since I'm such a horror movie fan, you know, and here's what I'm going to say to be a little bit fair. I love John Carpenter movies. Okay? John Carpenter didn't just do Halloween. He did Big Trouble in Little China. They Live, great movie. Y'all need to watch They Live. I need to rewatch They Live. and that movie is actually really fucking terrifying now because it comes the story of comes to fruition. It's really fucking weird and scary. Um, and I love George Romero. George Romero is mm, mm, mm. Um, he's the one that did Night of the Living Dead, um, and then Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead. I'm also I love Wes Craven. Love Wes Craven. Hence why I love Freddie. Shout out to Freddie. Yes, They Live is hey, hello, hello, hello. Um, that is true, Red Wings. That is true. It is true. And yes, They Live is very good. It's oh, by the way, speaking of They Live, Keith David was in okay, see, this is how much of a horror fan I am. Oh, I love The Thing. The Thing, that's also John Carpenter. So Keith David, who was in They Live, who was also in The Thing, was also in Nope, and he was the dad. Unfortunately, if you go see the movie, you'll see what happens to Keith David's character, and he still looks handsome. Silver Fox. He still got it going on me. Like to me as a child, I'm like, he's old, but I'm like, no. As an adult woman, I'm like, oh, he's foxy. But Keith David, he is. I'm glad that he utilized him. Uh, he's a very underrated brother that has been in so many movies, especially in the horror genre. You know, he's very, very important. Very important. Um, my father and I would watch The Thing. I remember I had to turn my head when I was a kid, like, no, stop. And my dad would be like, it's okay. And then like we laugh. But my dad and I, we loved horror movies. So that's something that my father and I would share. And, my mom would be like, what y'all watching? No, nothing. And he showed me They Live. Um, I was getting ready to go there. The 1976 version is so good and so creepy. Red Wings, just mentioned The Hills Have Eyes. Yes. Even I will even I'm not as I don't like remakes, but two of the remakes that I like is again, I love George Romero, but Dawn of the Dead, the 2006 with Ving Rhames, amazing remake. And apocalyptic and The Hills Have Eyes remake. And another fucking scary movie, uh Last House on the Left, the 1972 version, which I have on VHS. I have a bunch of VHS. I can't talk. I have a bunch of VHS movies in my attic where I used to collect a lot of horror movies and slasher movies, mostly slasher B movies, and I still have a bunch. And it's a collection I can't quit. So, but yeah, I am going to invite anyone who wants to come up and chit chat because I'm a nice person. I have no YouTube drama for you because I have not been on YouTube all day because I have a life. So I don't know what's going on in the streets. Yeah. But yeah. So Nope was it was disappointing. It was. And especially like, I don't go to the movies as often anymore because it is really expensive and it is I always question, what's out there. I'm more of an art house film kind of person. So like, if it's artsy fartsy, I'm gonna go see it because most mainstream movies that come out are Marvel, explosions, pow, 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 woo, or romantic. I don't like that shit. I don't like any of those. It's like, well, I don't even think romantic movies are really out to, I mean, mm, all I know is that movie was fucking, was it? That boy good, good and terrible. Yeah, so what did I miss on these YouTube streets, y'all? I have no idea what's going on. I I I don't know what's going on in the YouTube streets. I Is everything okay? Is everything calm? Are people going after people? I mean, come on. Ooh, ooh, sorry. I'm just going through certain things. Oh God. Ooh, oh no. Oh. I'm just okay. I got nothing. I got nothing. I got nothing. It's late, and I was just like, wow. I just wanted to come out and talk about this movie that was just but, mm, let me, just say something really quickly. So, there's this, dude that sleeps on an air mattress. Chucky. He wanted me to apologize to him so he can help with my channel. Chucky, baby. Up, Chuck. Ground Chuck. Chucky. Thank you for giving me that message. Like, if you apologize, I'll help you with your channel. That's cute. And what do I have to apologize for? I'm being messy right now, y'all. Why would I apologize to you? I don't go in your chat. And plus, you're like anti abortion anyway. Ugh, I don't mess with men like you. Anyway. Oh, Red Wings. Okay. So let me not let me not skip over certain things. So what happened with you and Cookie a few weeks ago? I usually don't see you fighting people. Yeah, I don't fight people. You're absolutely right. But she hasn't liked me since when I used to hang over in Clyde Diva's chat. And I said, I'm going to say this, Red Wings. I can be a little snarky. And what I said was, wow, why do you have to be so loud? She didn't like that. Now, that was, ooh, God, was that 2020, late 2020? It was 2021. It was early 2021. And since then, she hasn't liked me. Um, but when she said that, and she, "You fucking bitch, you fucking yellow bitch." I'm like, "Oh." My thing is when you start doing that kind of stuff, that anti-black and stuff like that, that means I don't like you. And the thing is, Red Wings, I don't start no shit. I don't. I talk shit, but I don't start no shit. But what happened the other, I think that was earlier this week or last week, late last week, um, in Pizarro's chat, I said, like, "Do you need therapy and a hug, Cookie?" I said something like that. She didn't like that, and she went off. Me saying, like, "Do you need therapy and a hug?" If you wanna come at me with that, okay. Now, am I being snarky? Mhm, 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 mhm. Is that the worst thing that you've heard? Mm-mm, mm-mm. Am I being condescending? Mhm, mhm, mhm. I am not gonna lie and say, like, I'm not being condescending, and I'm also gonna take responsibility for saying, "Yeah, I did say that." But also at the same time, the seriousness of her, I did appreciate every 60 seconds that she gave me of cursing me out. It it's always the same thing, it's always repetitive. But actually, she was a little bit creative this time. She said that I was a acid face hippie, which I'm not. I mean, I like acid, and I'm not a hippie. I call myself a little bit more punk. I'm just more of a namaste, but I'll fuck you up with words. And I'll make a voodoo doll with your hair. But maybe everyone thinks I'm some kind of hippie, and hippies are, yeah. But she she didn't like my little comment of like, you need to seek therapy and a hug, and she went off. And so and we were in the chat, so I was just like, "Oh, okay, well, this is just a nice back and forth." And so then I started also, she hit below the belt, and so did I. And I said to her, like, "How are you know, Yeah, and my thing is this, I'm not one of those people. Like, I understand why people rock with her. That's cool. And I think sometimes I get some of her points when I listen to her. Believe it or not, I am sub to her channel. I actually like to hear her go off because she is actually, listen, I'm from the suburbs and I'm from a small town. I ain't used to her kind of format of in entertainment, though I may have lived in Chicago for a few years, but her life is different from mine. I'm always fascinated to hear someone else's life. And my thing is I don't like to, and that's why I need to fall back on the prison reads. That's what I was trying not to do. I was trying to insult her on her intellect and her yelling. But I did also, when she went below the belt, I was like, "Well, tell me what it's like to be on vacation. I ain't never been there." And see, that's kinda low, and that's actually, and especially if you're dragging, stop being repetitive, and that's one thing that I don't like about myself sometimes, especially when you're in the black and beef sector. You use the same repertoire, and that's not creative. You need new dialogue and new material, and especially because it's a form of comedy, you guys. Dragging and joning is a form of comedy. And and here's one thing I didn't do. I don't talk about her kids. I don't do that. I don't care if they're grown or not. I have morals. I don't talk about people's children. I don't talk about the dead. Mm-mm, I can't do that. Now, she could talk about sexually assaulting someone's 15-year-old, which she did on that live. It's kind of vile. And I was just like, honey, you need to hold back on that one. You can get down and dirty, but you need to be cautious because people also record these things. And so it also makes you, I mean, don't get me wrong. Listen, I have no hate for Cookie. I really don't. She just makes me laugh. She really does. She don't ain't no skin off my breasts, but I just think she's hurt, like a lot of us are on this platform. But I'm not gonna be here to expose it. A lot of people expose it because they ain't got nobody else. So, so I understand that. But she don't understand where I'm coming from either because even with me, I talk shit with my friends. So she probably ain't used to like someone being condescending and sarcastic because I'm a sarcastic mofo. Um, she's probably not used to that. Whereas, like, I'm not trying to do you any harm. I'm just trying to do you some good and some love, you know. I was trying not to believe that, Red Red Wings. I was trying not to believe that, but there is a pattern, and it's and I'm starting to believe that. And the reason why I don't want to believe that, Red Wings, because it takes away from what's going on with colorism with our dark skinned sisters. It takes away from that. And that's why I don't like to use, you know, she says nigger bitches. Ew. I don't ever say that. And first of all, it's not just her that says that. Why do we as black first of all, I ain't never been around black women that say nigger bitches. That is gross. And that's some white supremacist stuff. Why would you that means you can't even get creative with your own drags or joning. No. Hi, Eric Bird. Good morning. Buenos dias. um, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Here's the thing. I get low because my thing is like when they say when they say go high, I go straight to the elevator where it's hot. I go to demon time. Now, when I go to demon time, that doesn't mean that if I'm dragging someone, I'm going to have to go to your dead mom, your dead father, your granddad, your dead, your child. My focus is you. My focus is you, bitch. You. You. We're in a duel. And I think that's what I'm not speaking for the B sector, but I'm going to speak for the black sector a little bit. Um, Dragging is an art form. It's like a vogue. Turn to the left. Now turn to the right. Uh-huh. Sashay. Uh-huh. Be careful. Make sure a titty don't pop out. um, but you don't have to go. My thing is, what I learned is never play on the dirty. Playing on the dirty means that you have nothing else left to say and nothing else to combat your opponent. Never play on the dirty. I learned that in improv school many years ago. Never play on the dirty. Always use your smart, your intelligence and integrity. And then the best way to get your opponent intellect and belittle them with the knowledge that they don't know and crush them like this. Make them feel small. And then if they want to leave a scar, go deeper into those wounds and then talk about trauma. And that's without using curse words. See, but I don't want to do that unless I really don't like you. And if I really fucking loathe you, I'll go there. Like, you know, when that burrito wrap was up in here and he wanted to have a not a conversation because he doesn't know how to spell conversation. But when he was uh trying to have dialogue, he has he didn't understand what I was saying. And so everything that I was saying to him, he didn't get because I wasn't cursing at him. I was insulting him with other things and not just with other words, but just so have you read this book? And do you know these things? That's all. Let's see. I'm going to drop my invite. Nobody wants to come up. That's cool. Ah, God, it feels so good to oops, to be in the weekend. And I have to say, as someone that used to work in the hospitality business, man, I used to dread Fridays, the weekend. I am so the opposite. Man, child, the opposite territory of what it's like to work in hospitality. And which is pretty fucking sad because hospitality business is the most important business and underrated and not taken care of. Um, Let me say this much. There needs to be health insurance for those that work in the hospitality business. There's so many health hazards. There's so much shit that happens. Oh, child, sorry. There's so much stuff that happens within the hospitality business. It's not an easy job. It builds a lot of skills so you can move forward to other things. The reason why I fell in love with it was I had freedom to go back to school, easy schedule. I had freedom to travel. There was a point in time where I was making so much money and I put it away. And I put it away for school. I put it away for travel. I put it away for when I moved. Rainy day, I've always, it's never been like a slush fun of like, yeah, party. Trust me, I know how to party, but I also know how to be responsible, put my money away. And what I see now, what's going on in the hospitality business is I'm so happy that a lot of people are quitting, especially women and especially Black women. Do not sell yourself short. Okay. It ain't worth it. And especially if you're working at a fast food joint. That's not hospitality, y'all. That is a factory. And that's a factory that is not unhealthy factory. I've never worked in a fast food joint. The closest to fast food I ever worked was IHOP of all 4 years in high school. I worked in IHOP. And I thought I still have nightmares. and to see people treated a certain way, and especially after COVID and all this, and these entitled fucks, quit. You have so much more to do with your life rather than feed yourself to these corporations. Don't. They don't pay us. They don't pay anyone. They don't pay people. And a lot of you, I'm gonna get on my soapbox. A lot of us Americans don't realize that the union is very important. Hello? Hi. 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 Being unionized, though most of us black people were not able to unionize because we weren't able to get in, now is the time. There's a lot of people of color that are in these low wage jobs. We need to know what our value is, and what I'm starting to see and what I really love what's going on. I know no one's watching this because I'm talking about something poignant rather than some fuck shit, which I was talking about some fuck shit earlier, but know your value is so fucking important. I would love to hit the like, but I don't know how. And I used to drive for the. I'm I'm curious because that's, and the U.S. Food Service is unionized. Um, and here's another thing too. There is an age. I don't, and I hate to bring age stuff into it. I'm an early millennial, so I'm Reagan's first administration, mhm, um, which we are old, but again, we're still getting like, you millennials don't know how to fuck off. Millennials can't afford to buy anything because of, anyway, stop. But I do recall in the early 2000s, and actually back in the day, the US Food Service was a comfortable job and it was unionized. And then unions started to break apart, especially during the Reagan era, I believe. No, it's not what I believe. It's, yeah, factual. And then tumbling down. And especially in the 2000s, because I did not hear about us in the hospitality business getting unionized. It was like, what? Unionized? That was not a thing. That was not a thing. Um, the union started to break down a lot during Reagan's administration. Uh, but now what I'm seeing, and here's a fun fact, y'all. One of my John Deere last year in September or August of 2021, predominantly white uh, factory. Now they're getting sued, by the way, by black and brown people for discrimination. Not surprised, but John Deere, we had Striketober back in October. John Deere was one of those people, or one of those conglomerates, Kellogg, French's, um, Frito-Lay, disgusting. I don't buy Frito-Lay. They're disgusting. Um, Starbucks, they got unionized. Though they're trying to tear it to pieces. slowly, but see, talk. That's funny. I just got frozen. Well, I'm down to 0 people. That's cool. But Black people, y'all need to learn about the unions. Y'all, I mean, well, some of us need to learn about the unions. And I also think that people need to pay attention to where your dollars are going. Like the people that you get gas from, or excuse me, the people who are gas gouging, because what we have is legal gas gouging. Now, I'm no Jim Crow Joe fan, but the gas gouging, that's not on him. That's not on him. Now, he could stop it, but it's not on him. Oh God, just my fucking I fucking hate. Anywho, so but everything that I was just talking about for the past like 10 minutes was not in Nope. So there we go. That was not in Nope. So funny. Hold on one second.
Man, you got to win. I'm just doing what I know how to do best. Damn. You really don't like to lose. What you really don't like to lose? I'm glad you're not one of those people like, achoo. I don't even like this game.
Oh,
It's in my heart.
nice.
In my heart.
Okay, sorry. That was go Goosey, really? Okay, anyway. Meanwhile, yay. So shitty movie. Yes. Um if you want to go see it, go see it. Cool. And all right. I'm trying to figure out, is there anything else going on? Oh, oh.
That's what's happening right now. I'm still smiling. On the inside, I'm crying.
I'm gonna tell him to come to my show. Is that wrong? Nope. I like Goosey, but I hate when he does this. Like, I hate when you put that stupid dating shit on there. That shit ain't real. I shouldn't tell people how to do their show. That's rude, right? It's so rude. Uh-uh. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, cool, cool, cool. I'm just being raw. Anyway, interesting night, right? What did you guys do? Hmm. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. Yay. All right. Anywho, this was fun, you guys. Probably gonna leave really soon. So I do appreciate the small group that came through. Red Wings. You always give me wings, wings. I do appreciate you coming through. Um, Behind the bar. Thanks for coming through. Oh my god, my cat is trying to get through the door. Weird little fucking cat. Um, who else? Hold on, let me give the props. Eric Bird. Oh, Mr. Ready Red. Oh my god, I'm like yawning. Oh, I am so sorry, you guys. That was rude. I'm like, oh shit, dude. Ugh, tired. And plus, it is pretty freaking late. You know. One second.
You buy the shit and you turn it on. Put it on your pussy, bitch. Okay?
I don't know what that means.
I shouldn't show you that with you sitting with someone does affect me. When I like and love somebody.
I don't know what that means either. Let me stop before I get in trouble. Anywho. I'm tired. Aren't you? Hold on before I get tired. I was going to see if this works. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. Okay, anyway. Good night, you guys. Go see the movie 9 Negative. Anyway. Nope is a movie that good night. Wait, hold on. Souvent, farewell. I'll meet you in the end. Souvent, farewell. I'll get you in the end. Souvent, farewell. I'll meet you in the end. Souvent, farewell. I'll get you in the end. Good night. Ooh.